Skinny Hot Over 7T, back with another EP. And today we're here to talk about an upcoming fight. September? It's in September, if I ain't mistaken. Fight between Benn and Chris Eubank. We gonna find out pretty soon exactly where it's at because we're about to break down the actual press conference, between the two. Now, I did this once before. I don't normally do this, right? But I have done this once before. I did this with the Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Press conference, Devin Haney and George Kambosos. And I normally don't do these kind of things, but I do them, right, when I feel that it's a need to. And right now, I do feel like it's a need that we talk about, this press conference. And what I get from it, right, the feeling that I've been getting from it, like when I watch it, it's kind of cringy. You know what I mean? It's cringy for the simple fact that this is boxing, right? This is the beautiful, brilliant, violent sport of boxing, right? Now we understand that it's all about safety and everything, and right, and everybody must go home to their family and everything, and I get that. I do get that. In the fight, but in the brutal combat sport like boxing, right? I feel like there is no room. There is no room for half stepping. There is no room, for excuses. There is no room for there's no room for people being in the ring. They really don't want to be in the ring, right? Like if your man is not always in it, if you're not always into, the sport of boxing, you probably should get out. Boxing is a sport that you don't play. You know what I mean? You don't play boxing. Boxing is a sport that you do. It's the hurt business. Like somebody is going to get hurt. You don't go into boxing to play. You go into boxing to hurt people, right? You know what I mean? But I'm watching this. What's good? We Talk Sports. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. We Talk Sports. We gonna be here for a good time and a long time on this one. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this press conference between Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. And it rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. I ain't gonna lie to you. It rubbed me the wrong way a little bit. Now I'm gonna tell you how I feel about it, and I'm gonna break it down to y'all. When we get to going through, I'm gonna break it down to y'all. And I'm going to actually tell you how I came up with the things that I came up with. But me personally, I feel like Benn, he's doing the sport a disservice right here. You know what I mean? Some people say, oh, well, he just playing mind games or he trying to get in Benn head. And some people, actually believe, oh, yeah, he right. He right with what he's saying. You know what I mean? But he just said a few things in this interview that don't quite sit well with me. It don't quite sit well with me. It gave me excuse-making vibes. I kind of feel like it's bad. I kind of feel like it's bad for the sport, for him to say some of the things that he says. Like it's almost like he's taking away. It's like almost like he's attempting to take away from the fight, or like he's taking away from, the actual fight at hand. You know what I mean? But we finna talk about it. I'm going to go and get into it because I don't want to hold too much up of your time. I want to keep this within the hour time frame. But if I could, get y'all to do your boy a favor. Can I get y'all to smash that like button for your boy? What's good? We talk. Appreciate you sliding through. Can I do you a favor? Can I get y'all to smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in? What's good, Monica? Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Monica, glad you can make it. I'm about to give y'all, we about to go through, right, the rundown of this Benn Chris Eubank interview. And again, I normally don't do this, but I felt the need to do it this time. You know what I mean? Because this interview ain't quite sit right with me. Like something about this whole interview, the whole tone of this interview just ain't really sit right with me. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, Monica. Appreciate you. But I'm finna get this up. For y'all. Let me clear all this extra shit out. But yeah, I just feel like Chris Eubank Jr., I feel like he did a disservice. You know what I mean? I feel like he did a disservice. I think he was trying to be, too smart. Like, like his whole tone it threw me off with this interview. Like he was trying to be too smart, like trying to be too cute, trying to be too clever. or you know what I mean? And I think where I know what he was going for, right? I know what he was going for, but I think it backfired on him. You know what I mean? But we about to check it out. I'm about to go to the press conference. Benn Eubank press conference. Benn Eubank presser. Here we go. I'm about to bring it up for y'all. We about to walk through it. Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in, whether you're here for a good time or a long time. If y'all could, smash that like button for your boy. But yeah, I don't know if y'all saw the press conference, but we about to look at it right now. So let's get to it. We're going to get straight to them talking to each other.
We were talking about Danny Garcia. It's on it bigger than that. We've called it Born Rival. There's 500 million viewers around the world for the second fight out here because everyone up here really has been involved in the first fights. I was involved, helped very much to make this possible as well. It's been a long, long road. Not as 20-something years in boxing. So I think that's the best way. I mean, forget about how growing up watching the original rivalry.
I want to get straight to when they was talking.
80s, everybody that watched that rivalry, and now the younger generation that have grown up watching these two great fighters. I'll go to Team Benn firstly. Conor, we'll start with you. Amazing we're sitting here. It was just a conversation in the office, really. We were talking about Thurman. We were talking about Danny Garcia. We were talking about making our move for the world welterweight title. It was just a conversation that came up, and you just said you'd take this fight in a heartbeat. You were true to your word. Simply too big to turn down.
I've said that numerous times. This is a fight that makes sense for now. The world title is still the goal, but you can't. This is once in a lifetime. This is a fantasy fight for the British public. I mean, forget about how far apart we were when I first.
What's good, Monster Moose?
The names were still mentioned to me. Eubank was still mentioned to me before I even had my debut fight. So it's just been brewing, and the stars have aligned for October the 8th.
Talk about this rivalry. You obviously grew up in it. You've seen it before. You would have watched the first fight. You see the second fight.
They basically like pretty much what I'm letting y'all see right now. It's the introduction part. It's going to get good, y'all. This interview gonna get real spicy. It's gonna get good. It's gonna get quick. Right now, it's building up because Benn ain't the one that took the interview left. In my opinion, I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all inside of my head, as this thing go on. But it started off like any regular press conference, right? Them explaining the history of it, the reason they fight. Oh yeah, I expect my opponent to do this, do that. It started off pretty, normal while Benn was talking. But wait until Chris Eubank, get the mic, y'all.
Even talked about a third, not even so long ago as well. Talk about a fight being personal. This is personal in different ways. I'm sure you have respect for each other, but this is something that's almost been in you from the day you were born.
Do you know what, as Chris said, we both walk the same road. So you got to respect all fighters. But when we get in there, we do settle the family business. And I'm taking care of the family business. The last fight was a draw. And it's about time I set the score straight.
Do you see that hunger from Chris Eubank Jr.? He's been in the game longer than you. He's been in those big fights before. We know how ferocious you are, even in interviews. But do you want this more than him? Is that what it comes down to?
I believe so. But at the end of the day, it's not my job to worry about what he thinks or what he does or, his team and how he's approaching this. I worry about what I got to do. And,
I like how Benn answered that. Eddie Hearn asked Benn what he think about Chris Eubanks, and Benn was like, at the end of the day, it ain't my job to worry about, nothing that he doing. It's my job to worry about what I got to do and what I need to do, what my team doing. I like that answer by Benn.
Always worried about what I got to do, irrelevant of everyone else and what they're doing. I'm focused on delivering October the 8th. I ain't failed to deliver. I ain't tasted a loss, and I don't plan on taking a loss October 8th.
Come back to you shortly, Conor. Tony, remember many of those conversations in the office, and you had to do the right job, almost making sure the deal was right for Conor Benn, because if it was up to him, 160 wouldn't have been a problem. He still would have signed for the fight. Important, obviously, him stepping up a division and a little bit, that the weight was right. You feel the terms are right. You know that weight is a disadvantage in this fight, but you feel his other attributes will be enough to secure victory on October the 8th.
Well, I think this fight, was always aligned to happen, even from the first day that Conor Benn put gloves on. It's always been spoken about. Like Conor said, it's a fight for the British public. It's probably the biggest fight of this decade or of this generation.
He just answered a question that a lot of people was wondering. Why is Conor Benn at 147, but he jumping up to fight Chris Eubank? That's stupid. They don't help him, at 147. He basically said that he making a jump because it's one of the biggest fights, in the UK. The lineage of the fight is what makes it. This is Chris Eubank. This is Conor Benn's manager. He basically saying because it's one of the biggest fights that, they can make in the UK. It makes perfect sense over there, especially given the family history and everything and whatnot. But
obviously, I wanted to see the fight happen. I believe in Conor Benn. He's so diligent in his training and the knowledge of the boxing, of his boxing game. And I believe that the weight 157 is what Chris Eubank's team asked for. We agreed to that. So
y'all hear right now that Tony just said. Now this is a point I want to make. Y'all, I want y'all to hear this. How many y'all in here right now? I want y'all to hear this right now. This is a point that I want to make. Y'all just heard Tony Sims, Conor Benn's manager, say that Chris Eubank them agreed to the 157 pound. This is something that they all agreed on. Y'all do what's good, Curtis. Appreciate you sliding through this, John Curtis. My brother, just do. I'm gonna make this John about an hour. We ain't gonna be here too long, so you can get in and get on yours. I'm gonna be here about an hour. But y'all just heard Tony say Chris Eubank and them, they agreed. They sent it to him and they all agreed on it, right? I'm about to let the interview keep playing.
I believe that it'll be strong at that weight.
Matter of fact, I want y'all to hear it again.
That the weight 157 is what Chris Eubank's team asked for.
What they asked for, right? They didn't agree on it. Tony said 157 is what Chris Eubank's team asked for. I'm going to say that again. 157 is what Chris Eubank's team asked for. I progress.
I believe that he'll be strong at that weight. Conor Benn, he spars with all the world level middleweights and super middleweights in my gym day in, day out. I don't, when he fights these days, I don't put him in with welterweight sparring. I always go in with middleweight sparring because, the welterweights, they just don't hold up to him. So I know what he's made of and I know what he can bring to the table. And that's, that was a big factor in taking this fight. And, Conor really wanted the fight. I spoke to Nigel on the phone about it. Nigel said the fight, it's ready to happen. And
the fight
presented itself, then he's there. We're here now, and October the 8th is not far away.
You're in your prime now, but you were definitely in your prime when these fights were happening previously. Like many, can you quite believe that this fight is happening and also the size of the first fights? You grew up in that area, you have good friends with Nigel Benn as well. Just the greatest rivalry in British boxing.
Yeah, so both of these guys are friends of the father. The guy that's coaching Chris Eubank used to train his daddy. The guy that's with Conor Benn right there used to be his daddy best friend, running mate, trainer, type shit like that. Sparring partner, all that good shit. So these folks got a history with each other.
Yeah, like me and Nigel go back a long way. I was actually sparring with him around that time, and I was at the second fight, at Old Trafford, and what great fights they was, and it's lived on through all like the last 30 years. People still speak about them fights, and for this fight to happen now, Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr., like we say, it's like a fantasy fight. A lot of the people, the public probably never thought this day would come, but I always thought this day would come. I always thought that this fight would happen. And the time is right now for it to happen. And what a fight it's going to be. Chris Eubank Jr. is a great fighter, a fantastic athlete. And Conor Benn is the same. And they're both their father's sons, and both, they both speak like their fathers and they both fight like their fathers. So, I expect a great fight on October the 8th. But
y'all stay tuned. I'm telling y'all, wait until Chris Eubank Jr. starts speaking. What's good? What's good, Rick? What's good, Rick? Appreciate you sliding through this. James said, "Yeah, T, I progressed." What's good, Big Tech? What's good, Rick? Wait until Chris Eubank starts speaking, y'all. Shit go get good. I told you it's gonna be a normal press conference, but wait until Chris Eubank start talking, man.
Obviously, I've got confidence in my fight with Conor Benn being victorious.
And finally, Conor, those conversations with your dad around this fight. We've seen him on Instagram a little bit. He looks very, very excited. He was over here. I believe he's going to be over for this fight as well, and perhaps even in the gym. He had no doubts as well. This was the right move for you, and he looks almost excited as the rest of us to see this number 3.
No, do you know what? My dad's messaged me a few times after Eubank's form. Said, "You know what, son, this fight can happen. Sooner rather than later." And here we are, mate. But yeah, he's you can imagine what he's like at home. He just can't wait to go over and do the camp with me.
Calla, a few questions for your team as well.
Yeah, I mean, Junior, I remember about 4 weeks ago we had a conversation going through the options on the table. And I remember exactly, it was a Saturday morning my time. I think it was around midnight your time. And we went through the options and you were very adamant, Calla, we'll do the Benn route. And it was the way you said it, because the other options were interesting options. I know which one I wanted, but it wasn't me to fight. So what was the burning desire on your side? Because in our conversations, you're not a man of too many words, but the way you said it to me was so direct. Normally you're not, you sort of let me almost choose the opponents, whereas this time it was very much, it's him. What was that?
This is a fight that nothing like this has ever happened before in the history of the sport. Two legends who went into a ring 30 years ago and inspired a nation, became superstars, etched their names into not just boxing history, but British history. They did that. 17 million people watching these guys fight twice. And now, 30 years later, their sons, who have both made themselves in the sport of boxing, are going to get in the ring, and the Eubank Benn name is gonna go to war for a third time.
Y'all keep listening, y'all. Keep listening, y'all.
Something like this has never happened, and I don't think it ever will happen again, ever. That is why I took this fight.
He finna warm up now.
That was the main reason I wanted to be a part of this, because I wanted to be involved in something that has never been done before and that can never be replicated.
Great. Hey, look, great press conference right now, ain't it, y'all? Just like every other press conference, they speaking their good shit. Conor Benn went. They got through their side. They talked about the history of it and whatnot. You know what I mean? I like how Conor Benn stated that he's not worried about Chris Eubank or what he's doing. His focus is on him and everything. Wait until they start asking Chris Eubank these questions, y'all.
It's exciting. It's very exciting.
Coach Joe, what's good?
Obviously, a lot of us have been looking at old videos and the build-ups to the first and second Eubank Benns, and seen you often referred to Nigel as a very good puncher.
Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, if you could, do your boy a favor, smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in.
Sure. But just a puncher. How would you see Conor? As a puncher? Just a puncher? Or what's your take on him as an athlete?
What's my take on him? He's undefeated. The hype train around him is full steam ahead. He has momentum. He has.
It's finna get good, y'all. It's finna get good.
Knockout wins, highlight reel knockout wins. He's doing a lot for himself in the sport, and he's been able to get himself into a position where this fight is accepted by the public and makes sense. He is big enough now, physically and profile-wise. He's undefeated in 21 fights. He has that fire. He has that spirit. So we're here. We've made it. We've done it. We've signed the contracts, and we're about to make history. That is, it's exciting. I didn't think, I always kind of thought that this fight may happen, but never this soon. I thought maybe, towards the end of my career, we'll get it on. But, I'm seeing on social media that I'm already at the end of my career now. 32 years old, he doesn't have it anymore. He's lost that killer instinct. Roy Jones, he's taken away that fire, and he's a playboy now, and he plays poker, and he travels, and he doesn't really want it. Whereas Benn is the young lion. He's hungry. He's the destroyer. He's knocking guys out. Eubank, he just goes the distance. He doesn't have the power. That's the narrative that people are pushing, and it's incredible. It's incredible to see that. It's incredible to see people say that, and
y'all see how Conor Benn looking like he just waiting for him to say some wrong shit. Hey, fool, I fuck with Conor, dog. Conor Benn is like, bro, he just sitting there waiting, like, just keep watching. He warming up though, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like Eubank, bro, he about to get with the shit. Let me get that down so y'all can see. Eubank's about to get with the shit, man. It's coming, y'all. He already said, right? He already threw one of them out there, right? He said, people are already looking at me like being over the hill and done, and I don't get knockouts, and he's the young, hungry lion that gets knocked out. All that shit. But just listen to him. Just listen to him.
It's not just fans. It's actually people in the industry who should know that.
Alex, hey, bro, the man waiting for him to say some wrong shit, dog. Ashley, the man waiting for it. It's like, Conor, what's good, Ash? Conor, one of them niggas, like, bro, he waiting for you to say the wrong shit. Like, nigga, just tell one lie, I'm on your ass.
And who should have more respect for what I've done. But it's okay. I'm used to people being disrespectful and doubting me. And
he said people should have more respect for what I done. So he already said that people looking at Benn as the favorite, people looking at Benn like he gonna win, and they should have more respect for what I've done. I'm getting a little envy, a little jealousy from Chris Eubank, man. A little something going on, like, I don't know. But let's keep going.
Saying I can't do it and being in these 50-50 fights all the time. I had someone today say, it's a 50-50 fight, Eubank Benn. It isn't 50-50 to me.
It's finna get good.
But I like that people think that, because if everyone thought I was going to go out there and just win, then it wouldn't really be a fight. It would be a fight worth having. He believes he can go out there and stop me. He says he can be the first man to do that.
Y'all smash that like button. Smash that like button.
You've got balls, kid. You've got some big old balls.
He just, hey, watch these, y'all. See if y'all know what I know. Look at Conor Benn when Chris Eubank called that man a kid, bro. Look at Conor Benn when Chris Eubank called him a kid, fool.
But I like that people think that, because if everyone thought I was going to go out there and win, it wouldn't really be a fight. It would be a fight worth having. He believes he can go out there and stop me. He says he can be the first man to do that. You've got balls, kid.
Look at Conor. He said,
balls.
You'll find out, mate. Don't you worry about that.
That nigga said you'll find out, mate. That nigga said you'll find out, mate. Nah, did y'all hear him stutter, bro? Hey, look how he sit up, bro. Look at that man posture, bro. He said you'll find out, mate. And this when the press conference about to start, dog. This when the press conference about to start.
He can go out there and stop me. He says he can be the first man to do that.
Look at it. Look at Cardi. Nigga said,
"You've got balls, kid.
Look at him. Look at him.
You've got some big old balls."
And you'll find out. Don't worry about that. You'll find out.
Well, maybe I will.
You playing the underdog card. Oh yeah, they're challenging me.
I don't think I'm the underdog.
Hey, y'all heard B. He said you'll find out. He said you playing the underdog card. Yeah, challenge. Listen to him. Conor finna shut all that shit down, bro. Check him out.
That's the card you're trying to play.
No, I'm not.
You're trying to play that.
You can't beat
me being dropping weights at disadvantage. Mate, you suggested the weight to us and we agreed.
Now understand, y'all. Chris Eubank suggested the weight to Conor Benn them, and they agreed. He said, y'all said a weight, and we agreed. You know what I mean? So listen to what Conor Benn is saying. Chris Eubank is trying to make it the weight a problem, right? He's saying, well. He said, well, I'm coming in underweight. I'm gonna be small. I'm not gonna be 100%. Nigga, your team brought it to him. Y'all came up with the weight. And then look, Ricky. Ashley retarded, dog. Ricky, right? It's one thing, Ricky. Facts, Ricky. Don't agree to that shit, Ricky. But then, boom. On top of that, Ricky, Chris Eubank is the one that came up with the weight. They the ones that came up with the weight. But what's good, Jason? You signed through this, John Jason. But let's keep going. My bad. But let's keep going.
Just simply applied you make the weight. That was all.
Did you send the contract to me or did we send it to
Oh, well, sorry, it's your team that are informing my team. So that's not a me problem. Okay. We was told you can make.
Conor just said it was your team informing my team. That's not a me problem. Bro, Conor putting this dude in his place with facts. He not trying to be cute. He not trying to be slick. He not playing no mind games or no shit like that. Conor Benn is one of them straight to the point dudes, bro. Don't bullshit me, dog. You put this contract out here. You made this way. Now you over here smirking and smiling. Look at this nigga. Look at this face. I hope Ben knock his muff. You over here smirking and smiling and shit, trying to be cute, nigga. When you the one who came up with the weight. Ben ain't going for that. Ain't no mind games with Ben. Ben want to beat his ass. He not playing no mind games. Ben like, you trying to play this card. But you still got to come out there and fight. I'm going to let it keep going. I'm going to let it keep going.
Make this way. Okay, well then that's saying a disadvantage. Surely going up 2 weights is a disadvantage. We both.
Y'all heard what Ben just said. He said you couldn't wait. That ain't no disadvantage. He said, well, surely going up 2 weights is a disadvantage. Ben on some shit like, bro, it's an even fight, bro. Stop acting like you at such a big disadvantage. Nigga, I'm going up 2 weights. Let's go.
Both have advantages and disadvantages leading up to this fight.
Okay, fair, but you're just playing the underdog card.
Chris Eubank just said we both have advantages and disadvantages. And Ben said that's fair, but you playing the underdog card. He calling the man out on his bullshit. Ain't no cute games going on. Ain't no mind tricks going. Conor Benn like, bro, keep that shit funky. Y'all came up with this weight. But let's keep going.
Conor, you can't beat me.
Okay, but I'm gonna say the same about you. You're not seeing this as a 50-50 as a problem with your ego.
No, it's not.
No, of course it is. So, you're taking me lightly is going to be your problem.
I mean, yes, I am taking you lightly.
Okay, well then you'll soon find out and soon regret it like I made every single one.
I can't do anything else but
okay, that's fine. And you carry on playing poker and losing.
I understand.
No, listen, John, just listen to Conor, dog. Somebody said you taking me lightly gonna be your downfall. He said, I am taking you lightly. He said that's gonna be your downfall. He said, and you focused on playing poker and losing. He sat back in his chair like, yeah, nigga. Like, just listen to him, bro. Listen to him, bro.
It's gonna be your problem.
I mean, yes, I am taking you lightly.
Okay, well then you'll soon find out and soon regret it like I made every single one.
He said you're gonna soon find out and soon regret it. You'll soon find out and soon regret it. Listen to him.
I can't do anything else but
okay, that's fine. And you carry on playing poker and losing.
I understand.
Hey, everybody know Chris Eubank be playing hella poker. He be on TV, like he be on the TV events playing poker and shit, like professionally and shit. He said, I don't care. He said, you can't play poker and you be losing. And he sat back in his chair like, bro, stop playing with little dude, bro. Eubank, he kind of fucking it up to me, bro. Like he almost saying it like, oh, I'm gonna be at such a big disadvantage. Eubank really would want you to believe that a guy going up 20 pounds is at a disadvantage than a guy losing 10 pounds, 8 to 10 pounds. You know what I mean? But let's keep going.
Because I know what I am.
Okay, and I can say the same.
I don't see the pedigree and the grade that people are giving you. I don't see it.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but then no one sees it in you. It's so
Chris Eubank said, y'all, Chris Eubank said, I don't see the grade and pedigree that everybody's giving you. You know what I mean? And Carter Benn said, and nobody see it in you. They don't see it in you. Chris Eubank said, I don't see it in you. Carter Benn said, and they don't see it in you. Listen to it, man. Listen to it. Eubank is coming from a place of jealousy, bro. Like, this one, he coming from a place like, oh, well, he's finally gotten his name big enough to where this fight can happen. And he doing a lot of projecting, right? If you ask me, Eubank doing a lot of projecting in his fight. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna hear Conor Benn say in a minute that Eubank made it a stipulation that his name go first. You know what I mean? I think Eubank is kind of upset that he's not the big as big a name as Conor, and people are saying Conor got a chance to beat him and everything. Over there, you know, is the fan being, you know, is the fan favorite. Chris Eubank Jr. is the guy that, you know, they don't really, you know, Chris Eubank Jr. is looked at like the failure son, and Conor Benn is looked at like the chosen one. Conor Benn is looked at like the chosen one. You know what I mean? Over he looking like the chosen one, you know, and Eubank kind of lost it a little bit. You know what I mean?
one hell of a thing, innit?
Maybe they don't.
Borderline delusional. Yeah.
And he said maybe they don't. And then Conor Benn said borderline delusional. Y'all heard this? Chris Eubank said, he said, this seems like a backdoor beef, like something happened in Sheffield years ago. Yeah, facts. Ashley. Eubank said, I don't believe the hype in you. I don't see the grade that everybody else is giving you. So Eubank already said that everybody else think you go win this fight. Everybody else think you the best. And then Conor Benn said, and nobody sees it in you. He said nobody sees it in you. And then Eubank agreed with him. He was like, yeah, I know. He just accepted defeat. Listen to him.
Fine, and you carry on playing poker and losing.
I underestimate you because I know what I am.
Okay, and I can say the same.
I don't see the pedigree and the grade that
he said. I don't see the pedigree and the grade that everybody see in you. Listen to what Conor Benn said, and then listen to how Chris Eubank replied to him.
People are giving you. I don't see it.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong, but then no one sees it in you.
He said, but don't nobody see it in you. Conor said, but don't nobody see it in you. And listen to what Chris Eubank replied with.
The self-belief is one hell of a thing, isn't it?
Maybe they don't.
Conor Benn said self-belief is one hell of a thing, ain't it? Borderline delusional. And then Conor Benn said, well, maybe they don't see it in me. You know what I mean? Maybe they don't. He getting undressed up here. You know what I mean? Conor Benn hitting him with the facts. Eubank Jr. trying to be cute. Eubank Jr. literally came up here. Y'all tell me one time where Eubank Jr. came up here and said one time, Ben, you can't beat me. He said, Ben, you can't beat me. This man, other than him saying that one time, Ben, you can't beat me. Ben, you can't beat me. The man been up here talking about how he should lose this fight the whole time. Listen to the stuff that y'all heard Chris Eubank say. He been up here the whole time talking about the weight clause, talking about how people think this is a 50-50 fight, talking about how he been up here talking about what other people think. He ain't told y'all not one time how he gonna beat Conor Benn. He ain't told y'all one time he believed in himself. Yet he been up here telling y'all how it's set up, how it's viewed that Conor Benn go win this fight. He doing more talking about Conor Benn than Conor Benn doing about himself. Because Eubank said one time, Conor, you can't beat me. Other than that, he telling you the ways that Conor Benn go win the fucking fight. He telling you everything that Conor Benn, you know what I mean? He ain't telling you he trying to be slick and he trying to be cute. Conor Benn is hitting this man with facts. Being slick and being cute don't work when you getting hit with them facts. And especially when you got a nigga like Conor Benn who gonna shove that. Look at Conor Benn. He gonna shove that shit down your throat. But look at him. I'm gonna let it play.
Delusional.
Yeah. I call delusional my whole
And so have I, mate.
So we're both just two delusional guys.
Well, that's fine.
And I guess we're both delusional in a couple of months.
Hey, look, do this look like a frustrated man right here? Do this look like a man that's frustrated? Look.
Delusional.
Yeah, well, yeah. I've been called delusional my whole
And
career.
so have I, mate.
So we're both just.
Hey, look, the reason Conor, let me tell y'all a little something about body language right here. You see Conor Benn look at him dead in his face, right? Chris Eubank said, I've been called delusional my whole life. Conor Benn said, so have I. And then Chris Eubank said, well, maybe we both delusional. I'm going to tell you, Conor Benn sat back because he knew he won that one, because I just got you to agree with me. Now you giving me kudos. Look, do this look like an upset man? Look how big this man's smile is when he sat back after Chris Eubank agreed with him.
Two delusional guys.
Well, that's fine.
And I guess.
Do that look frustrated, bro? Do that look like a man that's frustrated? Every time Ben try to say some bullshit, dog. Every time Ben tell a lie. I know, and just like you reaching for attention right now, and I ain't giving you none. Just like every time Ben, bro, every time Chris Eubank say some bullshit, bro, Ben snap that shit up. Every time he say some bullshit, Ben kind of like, nah, that ain't, stop making excuses, bro. Nah, you capping, bro. Nah, don't nobody think you good, bro. You delusional. Don't nobody even know you, bro. Don't nobody even know you. You know what I mean? But let's let it play.
Most delusional in a couple of months, which is the sexy thing about this.
We'll see, won't we?
But I'm not an underdog in my mind. In my mind, it's.
Chris Eubank, I'm not an underdog in my mind. In my mind, see how you going? In my mind, I'm not an underdog. You the middleweight, bro, and it's actually questions that you the underdog. And he's speaking on that shit because that's bothering him. Everything that's bothering Chris Eubank Jr. right now, he's speaking on. He's speaking on everything that's bothering him. Man, why do these people think this fight is close? Why do they feel like he is the favorite? You know what I mean? Then he come in, oh, well, I got to drop this. I got to make weight. I got to do this. I got to do this. I heard somebody say this fight 50-50. You know what I mean? I'm going to let it go on.
It's impossible for you to win, but I like that people are saying that you can beat me.
It's impossible for you to win, but I like that people are saying that you could beat me. That means he listening to what people are saying. He listening to what the people are saying. Conor Benn told you 100 times, I don't care what you say. I don't care what nobody say, because we got to go in there and fight. Eubanks is listening to the tabloids. He listening to what people saying. He care about what people saying. He care that people think this is a 50-50 fight. This like the third or fourth time that he done told you what people are saying about this fight. You can't be listening to the tabloids. But let's go.
Because it just gives me that extra kick up the arse to get up and do what I need to do to get ready for this fight. The weight, yeah. I'm going to have to get to a weight which I haven't been since I was good. 18 years old.
I'm going to have to get to a weight where I hadn't been there since I was 18 years old. First of all, everybody, we all got it understood that your team is the people who pick the weight, right? Conor Benn said that. Tony said that. Chris Eubank agreed to that. Your team picked the weight. Just listen to him talk. Who says shit like that? I'm going to have to get to a weight that I haven't been there since I was 18 years old. Listen to him.
You can beat me. Because it just gives me that extra kick up the arse to get up and do what I need to do to get ready for this fight. The weight, yeah. I'm going to have to get to a weight which I haven't been since I was 18 years old. That it's going to be tough. It's going to be very painful to do. Every time
he talk about himself, bro, it's excuse building. Whenever he say something about himself, it's, this is going to be difficult. It sounds like you trying to build in a reason for if this dude beat you. That's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like to me you want to build in a reason for if you lose. I got to get to weight. I haven't been there since I was 18. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be hard. First, in one breath, you saying that Conor Benn's an easy fight and he easy. But then you say, it's going to be hard for me to even make. So you trying to say First you say the weight ain't a problem. Then you say Conor Benn is going to be an easy fight. Now you're saying that it's going to be difficult for you to get to the weight. So is Conor Benn going to be an easy fight? Or are you saying that you may lose because of the weight and not because Conor Benn just better than you? You know what I mean? It sounds like a lot of excuse making. It sounds like you're trying to lay the table for a reason if you lose. I got to make a weight. I haven't been there since I was 16. Your team picked the weight. But let's digress. Ashley, I'm gonna put this up here, Ashley. His team picked the weight, Ashley. So if the weight is a problem, his team picked the weight. His team sent Conor Benn a contract. His team picked the weight. Conor Benn agreed to it. That's simple. That's simple, Ashley. Let's let him finish talking.
And then, you know, not being able to put on a certain amount of weight after the fight, you know, the restrictions, they're fair. They are fair because
He just said the restrictions are fair, right? So let's get that understood. Eubank just said the restrictions are fair, right?
you are coming up. I won't be 100% on the night.
The man just said the restrictions are fair because you coming up and I won't be 100% on the night. So look, listen to him now. The first time he said this fight is not a 50-50 fight between me and you, I'ma win. And now he's saying that he not gonna be 100% on the night of the fight. A lot of excuses. Listen to him.
You will say you won't be.
No, I won't.
Oh, come on, mate.
I won't.
Look at him. Look at him. You said you won't. No, I won't. What kind of shit is that, bro? That's an oxymoron, bro. Why are you even taking this fight? Why are you even getting in the ring, bro, if you not going to be 100%? Who says shit like that?
I see. You know what that screams? That screams excuses.
I mean,
He was about to say, I don't care. Conor Benn said, you know what that screams? That screams excuses. The man was about to say, I don't care. Alex, bring your big, I ain't going to fire you up, Alex. Bring your ass back in here, Alex. Hey, the man just said, he was about to say, I don't care. He said, that screams excuses. He been screaming out excuses the whole time.
that's the way we agreed on. I can't be 100% when I have to go down to a weight I've never been to, and then I can't rehydrate fully. I can't be 100%.
You hear this man? You hear this man?
But that's fair because if I'm 100%, it's a public execution. You know, we can't do that. So I have to
Who would
be
you execute?
I have to be.
He said, who would you execute?
Mate.
Reasonable. You know, because if I'm 100%,
Listen.
100% on the night, you will
say you won't be.
No, I won't.
Oh, come on, mate.
I won't. Restrictions.
He was about to say, I don't care, man. If you can make up excuses for a man,
you are coming up.
this Conor Benn just said, bro, you making excuses. This man was about to say, I don't care. The reason he didn't say, I don't care, is because he know that it would have buried his ass. The man literally told you he making excuses.
I won't be 100% on the night. You will.
Say you won't be.
No, I won't.
Oh, come on, mate.
I won't.
I see. You know what that screams? That screams excuses.
Conor Benn said, you know what? That screams excuses. Look at Chris Eubank reaction, bro. He was about to say, I don't care.
I mean,
Boy, sweet as hell. You sweet as pie, my boy. That man, I don't care. I don't. He gave me a lot of feminine. Anybody who agree with this crew, I guarantee you this. Everybody who agree with Chris Eubank energy right here, feminine as hell. I know for a fact, like I haven't met a person who agree with his reaction that I don't think feminine already. You know what I mean? On God. Ain't nobody who agree with his actions ain't said no suspect shit before for me already to feel like they want some. Look at his look at the way he moving, bro. Look at his reactions. The man just said you making excuses. The man real deal was about to straight up. This is a grown man. He real deal was about to say, I don't care. How feminine is that? I don't care. I don't. All that extra smart ass shit, man. So is it not a 50-50 fight, right? Is it not a 50-50 fight, or is it an easy fight? Are you go wipe the floor with him, or is it gonna be a hard fight for you? Did your team come up with the weight, or is the weight gonna be hard for you to make? Where you going with it, bro? I haven't heard Chris Eubank say nothing that will put confidence for his fans that will put confidence in his fans, bro. All he did was sit up here and think of reasons where he can't win. The man literally sat here and thought of every reason why he should lose this fight and said it out loud. The man straight up sat here and thought of every single reason he could lose this fight and said it out loud. That's insecurities. That's insecurities. That man he don't think he gonna win, y'all. He don't think he gonna win. And he trying to set the table for it to be okay if he lose. If y'all can't see that, bro, you know, I don't know what to tell you. The man trying to set the table for if he lose. But I digress. I love Ashley Corner sliding through this, John. Appreciate you sliding through this, John. Ashley. I'm happy Ashley been here the whole time. Shout out to myself for having Ashley Corner in my chat the whole time. Appreciate you. I must have made it now. Whenever you get Ashley to sit in your chat the whole time, that must have meant you made it. It took me a long time. It took me a long time to get here. You know what I mean? But let's continue.
I
can't be anything but real. I can't just.
I'm just telling my the weight though.
That's the weight we agreed on.
Hey, listen to him. He said, I can't be nothing but real. Benn said, but you suggested the weight, though. He was about to say, I don't care again. Look.
That screams excuses.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't be anything but real. I can't just. I'm just telling my
the weight.
Benn said, you suggested the weight. Look at his reaction. Benn just said, but you suggested the weight. Look at his reaction. Look at his reaction.
That's the weight we agreed on. I can't be 100% when I have to go down to a weight I've never been to, and then I can't rehydrate fully. I can't be 100%.
I can't be 100%. I can't be 100%. What man says I can't? Ain't y'all daddies or y'all uncles ever told y'all no man should have I can't in his vocabulary? Look at all the shit this man is saying. Red flag after red flag after red flag. What kind of energy? This is not big dog energy. This is not big dog energy. This look like a big dog. This is not big dog energy. This this is big dog energy, dog. Look at this shit, bro. Look at all the excuses this man been making since he been sitting down. The man been talking about how he could lose this fight the whole fucking press conference. The whole fucking press conference. Let's break it down. Pup energy, big dog energy. I digress.
100%, but that's
Connor like this nigga. Connor, hey, look at Connor. He can't believe this shit, dog. Bro, Connor like, bro, I can't believe it. I'm the smaller man, and this nigga is over here making up all these excuses. I know what he going through. Listen to him. Listen to him.
100% when I have to go down.
Look at Connor.
Weight I've never been to, and then I can't rehydrate fully. I can't be 100%, but that's fair because if I'm 100%,
look at him. He looked over at him. He like, nigga, you serious? Look at him. He like, nigga, is you serious? Look how he look over at him.
That's the weight we agreed on. I can't be.
He like, nigga, is you for real right now, bro?
Weight I've never been to, and then I can't rehydrate fully. I can't be 100%, but that's fair.
Look at him. He like, bro.
It's a public execution. You know, we can't do that. So I have to be at a disadvantage to make the fight reasonable. You know, let's be serious.
Your problem is your ego. You see that speaking there? That's your ego.
I mean, is it?
That's all ego, mate.
I don't know.
The same as the name first, when everyone knows it's Benn Eubank. The same as the ring walk. The same as all the other bollocks. Same as all that.
I'll be 60%. I'll be 60% on the night, and that will be enough to do whatever I want with you. You know.
Well, I'll just.
Did y'all notice something? I'm gonna play it again, and I want to see if y'all heard what I heard, right?
That's your ego.
I mean, is it?
That's all ego, mate.
I don't know.
The same as the name first, when everyone knows it's Benn Eubank. The same as the ring walk. The same as all the other bollocks.
I'll be 60%. I'll be 60% on the night, and that will be enough to do whatever I want.
That will be enough to what?
Everyone knows it's Benn Eubank. The same as the ring walk. The same as all the other bollocks.
I'll be 60%, 60% on the night, and that will be enough.
So
60%
there'll be enough to what?
That will be enough.
Enough to what? Listen to him, y'all.
To do whatever I want with you.
He didn't say when.
That will be enough to do whatever.
He didn't say when.
60% on the night, and that will be enough to do whatever I want with you.
To do whatever. The boy don't think he go win, y'all.
And that will be enough to do whatever I want with you. You know.
Well, I'll just go back to the questions for a second. So you both have gone back and forth, not only today, but in the last few weeks on social media. And you put out something, I think war is coming, with a subliminal message in there. What would be your message to Conor? What
he don't think he can win, y'all.
What experience of your hands in the ring? What experience do you want him to go through in that ring with you? What's your aim? I know you do this often before fights. What would be your statement to that?
Advertising on YouTube helps me reach engaged customers like Jenna, who's been searching for landscapers on Google.
What should he prepare for?
Look at this extra smart ass nigga. Look at him, extra smart ass nigga.
Here today. My old man isn't here today, but you know I'm gonna be his fatherly figure during the lead up to this fight and on the night.
Excuse me, 1 second, Chris. Whose dad was here holding their hand their whole career? I'm just saying.
Oh
no, I don't need nothing. You do.
I'm gonna be a father for this fight.
More facts. More facts. Y'all heard what he just said. He said, "Excuse me, Chris, but whose dad was holding their hand their whole career?" A lot of people think that Conor Benn got all this shit off his daddy's name. Conor Benn daddy ain't even been with him throughout his career. Conor Benn daddy came back in his career like the last couple years. Conor Benn daddy been in the whole, different side of the fucking world, been a preacher. Chris Eubank been next to his daddy hand in hand the whole time. Conor Benn ain't been next to his daddy hand in hand the whole time. You know what I mean? That's why Conor Benn was like, okay, so who daddy been holding their hand their whole career? Conor Benn ain't got that daddy handout like Chris Eubank Jr. got. But a lot of people wouldn't know that because a lot of people just know Conor Benn, the Conor Benn hype. They don't really fuck with Conor Benn or follow his story coming up here. You know what I mean? So that's what Conor Benn was saying. Like, who daddy been holding their hand the whole time? You know what I mean?
On the night.
Excuse me, 1 second, Chris. Whose dad was here holding their hand their whole career?
I'm just saying.
Oh no, I don't need nothing. You do.
I'm gonna be a father for this fight.
I've done.
I'm gonna take you to school.
He said, "Now I don't need nothing. You do. I don't." The whole time, Chris Eubank Jr. has been up here projecting, y'all. The whole time he been up here projecting. Listen to him.
Walk you through the doors. I'm gonna sit you down in class, and I'm gonna stick on you, and I'm gonna teach you every single lesson you need to learn. That's how I see the fight playing out. And if you want to ask me, do I have any advice for him? My advice is
no one asked. No one asked.
Calais asked, so I'm just gonna be polite and answer his question.
You said what you got to say. You said what you about to say. No one's asking for your advice, mate.
My advice to Conor is, get sparring partners who are going to really hurt you for the next 8 weeks.
Listen to him now. Now, I just mentioned this projection word, right? He said, Conor, get sparring partners who are going to really hurt you for the next couple weeks. Now listen to what he said after this.
That's the best shot you have because,
October 8th, didn't it? That makes zero sense.
October 8th, you did
Conor said that made 0 sense, didn't it? That made 0 sense, didn't it?
The pain you're going to experience is if you don't get your ass kicked in the gym, then it's just going to be too much of a shock to your system when I put it on you on the night. So get some.
He just told Conor, if you don't get your ass kicked in the gym, it's going to be too much of a shock to your system. Listen to what Chris Eubank is telling him, and then listen to his response when Conor responded to him about the sparring.
Tough guys in your training camp for this fight, please. That way we can make it more of a competitive event on October 8th.
It's like he trying to sell us, right? It's like he trying to sell us that Ben ain't good enough. Ben ain't supposed to be here. He telling him to get good sparring partners. Why would he be telling him that? You know what I mean? Why would he be telling him that? He projecting, bro. Listen to what he say after Ben telling him.
I want to ask a question now, and Eddie, you might want to ask Conor the same question, because it's clear that there's no real reason for the dislike other than the family names. I mean, How was it in your household growing up?
Y'all smash that like button for your boy.
The Benn name. Do you remember it as a child? That name, obviously, you were.
Now listen to this shit. The reporter finna ask both of them the same question. He asked them, how was the Benn name in your household, right? Now he finna ask Ben the same question. Listen to Eubank response and listen to Ben response.
You were a teenager. What was the, let's say, at the dinner table, was it mentioned? Is it something that you grew up to hate? Like,
I don't hate anybody. I don't have that.
But the words are quite strong. So it's like
I would never give anybody that type of power over me to hate them. That's a very passionate and strong emotion that I would never give anyone the power.
Aiden, yeah, he playing Aiden. Yeah, he trying to play mind games. But Ben is hitting him with the facts. And them facts go always hit harder than them mind games. You know what I mean? That's why Conor Benn is shutting his ass up like that. Them facts go always hit harder than them mind games. You know what I mean? You playing games. Conor Benn is dead ass serious in here, hitting you with the truth. Listen to him.
Power over me. I don't even dislike Conor. He hasn't done anything to me personally. So I don't dislike him. But at the same time, this fight is personal.
Now, know what I said? Look how deep and thought out. Look how long he taken with his response when he asked his question. How was the Benn name perceived in your family? Look at Chris Eubank's response. Look how in depth he going, and then listen to Conor Benn response, and you tell me who really and who head in this fight for real. But go ahead.
You know, the things that his father put my father through, I can't forgive and I can't forget. And I grew up, you know, I watched the mental stress and the toll it took on him preparing for those fights. I watched the injuries and my mother having to look after him after the fights and him going to hospital and him losing half of his tongue.
I ain't going over here.
I watched Nigel tell my father on national TV that he hated him. You know, these are all things that I can't forget. I can't forgive. And this is a fight where both our family names are on the line. And we have to uphold those names to the best of our ability. We're both going to do that. That's where it makes it personal. You know, I can't. Nigel is his shot at, you know, his losses being avenged is Conor beating me. And that's the only way he can ever avenge those losses. That's the only way he can kind of redeem himself. All right, well, my son beat his son. That will help him sleep better at night. I can't let him get those extra hours of sleep. You know, I can't do that to my old man. I have to uphold the family name. I have to do what's right. I have to make sure that the Eubank name stays on top of the Benn name. You know, I'm not letting the Benn name even the score.
Conor, on your side, is it just a little bit deeper from the Benn side?
He just made it very deep. No, it's not that deep, really.
No, y'all ain't feel me, dog. Y'all ain't feel me, bro. Did y'all just hear that shit? I lost people, bro. It's 18 people in here. When I started that shit, it was 24 people in here. Chris Eubank, that sad ass story, you just made me lose 6 people, dog. 6 people was in here interested. You start that sad ass story, Chris Eubank, and now them 6 people is motherfucking gone. Now listen to Conor Benn answer this shit. Now the question was, Chris Eubank, how was the Benn name perceived in your family over the years? You know, throughout history, how was it perceived? You know, with the fights, Conor Eubank just said, I had to see my daddy hurt, had to see my daddy throw up, I had to see my daddy go through this. My daddy couldn't sleep at night. I can't let you get away with that. My daddy My daddy had to leave the house, all those hours taken away. I'm going to the Benn name, the Eubank name must stay on top. I can't. Now listen to what Conor Benn said as soon as they asked him the same question. Listen to what the fuck Conor Benn said.
The Benn name. You know, I'm not letting the Benn name even the score.
Connor, on your side, is it just a little bit deeper from the Benn
He
side?
just made it very deep. No, it's not that deep, really.
He said he just made it deep. Nah, it's not that deep, really. But y'all telling me Conor Benn the one losing the mind game. Listen to him.
To be honest, you know, Dad had a draw in the last fight. We know he should have won, but you know, that's that. I'm gonna get in there and handle business, and you know, I'll settle the score.
He's definitely.
Bro, did y'all see that shit, bro? What's good, King Judah? We just sliding through this junk. Did y'all see that shit? That simple, dog. All that extra sentimental ass shit. It's legacy. My Benn said, bro, no, bro, it's not that deep. My daddy won the last fight. They gave him a draw. Everybody know that. Let's get to the business. See what I'm saying, bro? It's a different energy. It's a different energy in this room right now. Look, do this look like a man that's winning this press conference right now? Do this look like a man do this guy look like he inside this guy head? Right? Do this guy look like he inside this guy head at any point? Do this look like the face of a man who's winning a psychological battle with this guy? This nigga looking down. This nigga just gave a whole 10-minute speech about how deep this rivalry was. Conor Benn summed his shit up in 15 seconds. Man said, no, it's not that deep for me. My daddy won the last fight. Everybody know it. Let's get to business. I ain't finna play that long, drawn-out ass shit over again. I'm gonna play Conor Benn response again. I want y'all to hear what Eddie said. Chris Eubank said that shit was deep. He got to uphold the family name and all that shit. This is what Conor Benn said. Look, this is the face of a man winning. This is the face of a man that's winning the press conference, right? But go ahead.
On your side, is it just a little bit deeper from the Benn side?
Eddie Hearn asked him, was it a little deeper for you on the Benn side? Listen to what this nigga said.
It's made it very deep. No, it's not that deep, really, to be honest. You know, Dad had a draw in the last fight. We know he should have won, but you know, that's that. I'm gonna get in there and handle business, and you know, I'll settle the score.
He's definitely taking you lightly in this fight. Believes he can beat you at 60%. Is that mind games? Is that
he like
could not really care less, to be honest.
Now, I like these. Listen to what Conor Benn had to say about the mind games. Listen to what Conor Benn had to say about the mind games. Look how much Chris Eubank care about shit, and look at Conor Benn's attitude to all of this shit. And this is the guy that people saying, you know, lost the press conference. Listen to him. Listen to him.
Definitely taking you lightly in this fight. Believes he can beat you at 60%. Is that mind games? Is that
I could not really care less, to be honest with you. If he thinks he can beat me at 60%, that's his problem. There's nothing to do with me. I'm prepared for him like I prepare for everyone else. And I'm going in. If I see a slight opening, I'll take him out. I'm gonna go for it. You know.
Look at how Conor Benn speaks on himself in the fight. Look how confident he sounds. And look at how when Chris Eubank is talking about himself in the fight, he always giving excuses about his weight or about him coming down or about, you know, him not being 100%. Just look at the difference in, you know, their confidence level. You know what I mean? Chris Eubank trying to be slick. He trying to be smart. He trying to be smarter than everybody in the room. Conor Benn is being direct, hitting his ass with the truth. Conor Benn said, I don't give a fuck what he think or what nobody else think. I still got to go in there. And he said, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to do what I got to do. And if I see an opening, I'm going to take him out. Chris Eubank Jr. already said that he not going to knock Conor Benn out. He said, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to give you a boxing lesson. You got a middleweight. You got a big guy telling the little guy, I'm going to give you a boxing lesson. And you got the little guy saying, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to do what I do. And if I see an opening, I'm taking you out. I'm taking you out. Conor Benn ain't making no excuse. Conor Benn ain't say, I'm going up 2 weight classes. I never fought above 147 in my life. He ain't going out there saying, oh, I'm going up to fight a bigger dude. You know what I mean? It's weight classes for a reason. He ain't saying none of that. But I digress. Look at the difference in confidence in each fighter.
needs quality sparring. That's what he needs. He needs to focus. He needs to stop worrying about everything else. You know, while I'm up at 2, 3 in the morning training, while he's probably still out playing poker. So as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm hungry. You know, and I'm ready for this. Is he though?
Y'all do your boy a favor. Y'all smash that like button. Smash that like button. I got 30 likes, 21 people in the building.
Okay, well, I'm ready now.
And I haven't really been in the gym consistently.
Do you know what? I keep hearing excuses. No, we have 8 weeks. No, but that's like just this.
The man just said I haven't been in the gym consistently. Why are you, bruh? What? I think this night. Bruh. The man said I haven't been in the gym consistently. The man is literally building in every excuse to be made. You know what I mean?
We have so
after this press conference, the training camp starts.
Okay, I'm 3 weeks in already.
The weight cut starts.
Connor said I'm 3 weeks in already.
That makes you happy. And
I'm not trying to give you a good beating. I don't want to hear no excuses. Oh, you know, but I was 60%.
No
oh, you know, but I lost on poker. Oh, but I, you know, disadvantage and all that.
There's no excuses, Connor. I'm telling you.
Okay, good then. Good then. No excuses, please.
You cannot beat me.
Okay.
So, you know, I will get down to the rate. I will do that.
Well, so you should.
I'm not going to get fined hundreds of thousands of pounds for being a pound overweight.
Why are you playing that card? You suggested the way, mate.
It's not a card. I'm just simply saying what are the penalties if I miss the weight.
Again, Connor Benn said you suggested the weight, so we got it understood that Chris Eubank Jr. suggested this weight. But I continue.
That's what I'm saying.
To be fair, you do need that money for poker, though, don't you?
Well, you know.
He said, to be fair, you do need that money for poker, right? And listen to what Chris Eubank response was.
Let's not get excited. But
he said, let's not get excited. The truth over that shit, and I look at his face. Now who's smiling? You know what I mean? Now who's smiling? That poker shit for real. When you playing games, you playing mad games, it only lasts for so long. That truth go always carry more. That nigga didn't even have nothing to say. He said, let's not get excited. Because he know it's truth to what Connor Benn is saying. It ain't just bullshit. Listen to him.
What I'm saying. To be fair, you do need that money for poker, though, don't you?
He said, to be fair, you do need that money for poker.
Let's not.
He said, well, the nigga about to say, well, yeah. He about to say, well, yeah. Well, yeah, I do. Listen to him.
Well, you know, let's not get excited. But, you know, I will make the weight.
Oh, man.
And,
dog.
You know, I'm not going to kill myself in this training camp. You know, I always, you know, preparing for fights, I kill myself in these camps. You know, I train like.
Now, no, he just told Connor Benn you should train with somebody that's going to hurt you in training camp to help you. Now, he about to tell you how he normally do that, but he not going to do it this time for Connor Benn. Listen to him.
An animal, I spar killers. I'm not doing any of that for this fight because, one, I don't need to, and two, you know, the weight is the main thing for me. Weight cut. You know, I want longevity in the sport, and what a lot of people don't know is that what takes out of you, what really puts, you know, the miles on the clock is hard training camps. Sparring 3-4 times a week for 8 weeks, that takes a toll on you when you do that for years and years and years. I don't need to do that. I don't need to toll myself for this fight. I just need to make sure I make the weight, make sure I'm fit, make sure I, you know, get up to my 60%, and take care of business, you know.
Chris, can I just ask? I really get the feeling that you think you're going to walk straight through Connor Benn.
Absolutely.
That's the game plan.
I don't need a game plan. I just need to show up. What? You know,
we saw in the Williams fight, you boxed offensively, defensively. You didn't really turn the screw in that fight.
He broke his hand in the second round, though, Ed. Yeah?
No, I didn't break. Come on, Calais. Don't indulge.
Why are you making things up,
That
Keller?
story, yeah, come on. I know you're a promoter, but you don't have to. You don't have to take it that far.
I would say it was a strategical performance, and we got the job done.
We got the job done. Was it my best performance? I don't know. You know, I dominated the fight. You know, people talk about, oh well, he's lost his killer instinct. Roy Jones has changed his fight style. He doesn't have that.
I don't see a killer up here. I don't.
Those punches anymore. I mean, listen, if that's what Conor wants to think to help him prepare for this fight, then that's
Why are you worrying about what I think?
Oh, I'm not worried. I'm not worried.
You see how he always got something to say about Conor? Conor should have a hard training camp. If that's what Conor thinks. Conor has all the advantages in this fight. But when Conor talking about himself, Conor is talking about himself whooping your ass. Conor been talking about himself, and you talking about Conor as well. You saying you not gonna be 100%, but you always got this to say about Conor. Sound like to me that you a little worried about what Conor doing. You telling Conor, you trying to get info on Conor camp and all that shit. You know what I mean? You know, but let's digress.
You are clearly. You can come out however you want. It ain't gonna make no difference to me and my approach. I'm still gonna come out.
There's Alex on his burner. This Alex right here on his burner, y'all. This Alex right here on his burner.
Can I ask you both a question? Conor, maybe starting with you. On the training camp, you've obviously had lots of hard training camps in the past, but do you think that the mindset around this fight is going to change the camp? Is it going to bring a different dimension to it?
No, because I train.
Now, Eubank said he ain't break his hand. We talk.
I treat it as my world title fight. There's nothing more I can possibly do. And, you know,
He said he ain't break his hand.
If I can raise,
He said he ain't break his hand.
If I can push myself more, then I will. But I don't know if I can. I do everything I can anyway. I'm a motivated, young, hungry fighter. So there's nothing more I can do. Irrelevant of who it is, that could be anyone sitting there. I'm still going to train hard. Is there more pressure on my shoulders from the public about this fight? Of course there is, and so he's going to be feeling it as well. But you know, I'm treating the same way I treat everyone else. I prepare the same way I prepare for everyone else, and that's full steam ahead. And when
Me, on the other hand, I won't be preparing like I usually prepare. Like I said, I want to keep.
What happens if I beat
gas
Chris?
in the tank?
What do you do then? What's
Conor, if
No, just answer the question. Don't go, Conor, if you beat me, blah, blah, blah.
I'm going to answer your question if you calm down for a second. You know, you have nothing to lose in this fight.
Look, listen to him.
If you pull off,
He just told Conor, you have nothing to lose. So he basically saying that he got everything to lose, right? He feel it. He feeling it. This is not a confident fighter, y'all. Listen to the stuff that he's saying. You know what I mean? He hasn't gave himself 1 ounce of credit yet. Tongue in cheek. But when he talking serious, like, listen to him.
off a miracle and beat me, you're a superstar. You know, you're a made man. You're out your father's shadow. It's beautiful.
No, I'm out my father's shadow already, mate.
No, you're not yet. Not
Okay,
yet.
that's your opinion.
That's your opinion. You're not proving it.
That's your opinion.
This is your chance to do that.
No, I disagree.
And if you lose, it's too early. It was too early. It was too soon.
You keep thinking about excuses, though. No, you don't hear me come out with one excuse. Oh, you know, he's a heavier weight and I'm taking the gun. I can't give a rat's ass. I think I can beat you. I'll beat you. Okay. Forget the weight. Forget everything else, me jumping up 2 weights. If I think I can beat you, I'll beat you. That's why I'm taking this fight. Don't hear me going, you know, I'm only going to be 40% because you're two weights heavier. Oh, you know, I'm not going to prepare for this. That's what you keep coming out of. I don't need you to make up excuses for me if you think I'm going to lose.
No excuses.
Well then.
You know, for me, this is actually... So for him, it's a win-win. For me, it's a lose-lose. If I lose...
See how he just said? He said for him, it's a win-win. For me, it's a lose-lose.
To Conor Benn on the 8th of October, I'm finished. Finished. I can't... You know, my goal is to fight for a world title within the next year. I can't lose to Conor Benn and then say, hey, let me fight for a middleweight world title. It just can't happen. And if I win, I'm most likely not going to get the credit for it because, oh, you know, he was too big or Conor, you know, whatever. So it's a lose-lose. All the risk all the pressure is actually on me for this fight. I mean, he's got his pressure.
All the risk and all the pressure is on me for this fight, and it don't sound like he handling it well. Listening to this press conference,
But I've got a lot more to lose. So you're in a great position. You know, you're going to make, you know, an absurd amount of money.
I get paid already, don't I?
It's a great business move on your part, but you know, make no mistake. You know, the money you make is all good, but on October 8th, I'm going to liquidate you. And I am going to do that, and everyone's going to see it. But it's okay. You're taking a shot at greatness, and I do respect that. I do respect
how long
that.
I've been on?
You know, I did the same
117.
thing.
Yeah, I'm bringing it home.
The guy was 20 pounds heavier than me on the night. The guy was completely different weight class to me. Me and you are going to be within this. You know, we're going to be within 3 to 5 pounds of each other on the night. So it's actually not, you know, that much of a. You know, people have gone through worse. You know.
Yo, now did y'all hear? Now for everybody, Chris Eubank has said in his press conference that he picked the weight. So there's one excuse for people. He got to be weight gain. So he picked the weight, right? Chris Eubank just said out his own mouth, that it's only going to be 3 pounds. So it's not that big a difference. Now look, he sat here for 33 minutes and 30 seconds and told us that, yo, it's the weight. I just got to make the weight. I just got to make the weight. It's going to be the weight. It's going to be the weight. Now, this where all that slick talking, right? This where all that slick talking and, you know, all that mind games, slick talking mind games. This is where all this shit going to come back to backfire on him. Now, listen to him. He didn't sit here this whole time. Alex, where you at, Alex? He didn't sit here this whole time and talked about the weight. And now he says that it's only 3 pounds and it's not that big a deal. Listen to him. Listen to him.
3 to 5 pounds of each other on the night. So it's actually not, you know, that much of a, you know, it's. He now at this moment he realized that he fucked up. He realized he fucked up. He's like, it's not that much of a difference. But then he realized, oh shit, I've been up here trying to be smart and shit, and I told them that that was my only problem. Listen to him, bro. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me up here. Listen to him. You know, completely different weight class to me. Me and you are going to be within this, you know, we're going to be within 3.
Me and you are going to be within the same weight class.
3 to 5 pounds of each other on the night. So it's actually not, you know, that much of a, you know, it's, people have gone through worse, you know. You've got to take your.
Nah, he faking himself out, Alex. Don't nobody believe him but you and him.
This is the time that I think.
And that H2R dude that came here.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Ronnie, one for you, mate. I mean,
he trying to fake him out, but you can't use fake stuff when somebody hitting you with real shit. That's why it don't hold the same weight.
You saw it all. I guess back then
if you just look at it on the surface, you see Chris Eubank ain't even doing all that smiling and shit no more. He ain't smiling and shit no more. He not even sitting up. He ain't sitting up and smiling and shit no more. You know, being tongue in cheek and all that shit. He didn't get more serious. He told Conor Ben, calm down so I can get it out. I mean, you could do like that. You know, that slick talking, that faking don't work when you getting hit with the truth. But that's basically the end of it. I'm gonna let y'all see them face out. I'm gonna let y'all see them. Hold on, that last words. I'm gonna let y'all see them.
Pressure for yourself, or what's the?
Eubanks, it's too battle hard.
I just have one last one for Conor. You mentioned the pressures. Chris sort of answered it before. I just wanted when you say the pressures, is it the family pressure? Is it the setting the score from the victory of Senior over your dad, or is it pressure for yourself, or what's the?
I'd probably say pressure for myself. I mean, from the exterior, everyone else here, you know, it don't really matter. My dad's proud of me regardless of what I've done in the sport and continue to do in the sport.
Y'all smash that like button for your boy. 18 people in the building, 33 likes. I need 7 of y'all smash that like button. I need all 7 of y'all smash that like button. Get your boy to 40 likes.
Thank you, Keller. Thank you, Ronnie. Thank you, Chris.
I'm gonna let y'all see the face out. We can go and get up out of here. Let y'all see the face off.
O2 Arena.
When advertising on YouTube,
Damn it.
I know that making an authentic video with a clear
Let
call
y'all
to
see so we can
action
get the
is
fuck
key
up
to
out of here.
Results.
Ah, damn. Well, yeah, fuck that shit. But yeah, man. I just wanted to break that down. I just wanted to break that down for a second. I ain't gonna be here too much. I just wanted to give y'all my thoughts on that. Eubank just don't sound like a confident fighter to me. Like no man, right? No man, like they saying it's mind games, right? No man plays mind games like that. No man strips himself down in a fight, bro. I'm not going to be 50%. I'm not going to be 100. I'm not going to be. It's going to be tough to make the weight, but the weight not like who you fooling? You fool Alex, but who you fooling, bro? Who you fooling? Like you can't fool us with that shit, bro. Like, you know what I mean? That's not like you need to like. That's not cute. That's not cute. Like who plays mind games like that? Have y'all ever seen somebody do that before? Have y'all ever seen a boxer do that before? Literally. And people, well, he getting mad. He getting mad. Mike Tyson was angry every fight. You know what I mean? He was angry when he knocked 19 people out, you know, straight the fuck out. You know what I mean? Canelo was angry when he fought motherfucking Bivol. You know what I mean? Like, who really, like, who? I never seen someone quite sell a fight like that, bro. Never seen someone quite go that route in a press conference. Like, you really want us to believe that you're going to be the one at a disadvantage in a fight that you agreed on, you picked the weight, right? Against a much smaller guy. That's like saying people call Earl Spence a weight bully because he's bigger than people. So now you telling me because you're bigger than him that you're at a disadvantage. So by that logic, everybody that fights a smaller guy should lose because they're going to be weight drained. Because Eubank literally said himself, bro, it's only 3 pounds. It's only 3. He said that. And I don't think he meant to say that on purpose. I think he was trying to still be smart, right? He was trying to still play mind games, and he fucked up. He fucked up a couple times trying to be too smart, and then later on ended up telling us the truth about really what was going on. So you sat here this whole time and said that you only got to focus on making the weight. You only got to focus on making the weight, right? That the weight is going to be the advantage. You're going to be at disadvantage because you're going to have to get down to a weight that you haven't been at in years. And then you hit us with, well, it's only 3 pounds. It's not that big a difference. I mean, you can speak bullshit to some of the people, some of the times, and they'll believe you, but you can't speak bullshit all the time to all the people, and they always gonna believe you. You can spit that bullshit to certain motherfuckers, but you can't out slick a can of oil. People be trying to be too slick instead of just keeping it real and being up front. You know what I mean? You should have just been real with us, been up front with us. What you did out there, you undressed yourself. You was trying to undress Benn. You was trying to disarm Benn, but you really disarmed yourself. Shit looked pretty wet to me too. Looked real weird. Like there was a lot of feminine behavior going on up there. But that's all I got. Skinner Hardaway Southern T. This ain't the past. This ain't the future. But this the present. That's how we rocking. And I'm out.